Our aim has always been to support initiatives, using our resources not so much to reward past accomplishments or the achievement of a lifetime, but rather to promote the innovative, the project pressing to be realized. To this day, the Körber-Stiftung remains committed to this aim. We want to motivate people to share our enthusiasm and travel a road together that engages with society in order to improve it for us all. So who are these people working with the Körber-Stiftung to make a better society? Let's meet some of them. People in politics, or people at the cutting edge of research, people dedicated to music, people who have been driven from their homeland, or who have adopted our human rights as their cause, like this woman. Katrin Kinzelbach is Deputy Director at the Global Public Policy Institute, which advocates a global policy of peace and humanity. This phone box is used by the team for confidential conversations, as almost always the issues under discussion are highly sensitive. As for example, in her PhD thesis. In China, quiet diplomacy has little effect on human rights, unlike public pressure. Katrin Kinzelbach was able to show this with her research, which earned her the Körber-Stiftung's German Thesis Award, a prize for outstanding doctoral dissertations. The German Thesis Award was really my entry ticket into this circle of political decision-makers and the opportunity to present my project. It was also motivation to continue my work, leading me here to the Global Public Policy Institute, a think tank located at this interface. So I can say the award supported my work and encouraged me to continue. The biochemist Peter Seeberger received the Körber European Science Prize for his research into possible vaccines against diseases such as malaria. The Körber-Stiftung does some really great things for science. One is the generously funded and internationally renowned Körber European Science Prize, which moves cutting-edge research into the social domain. And the other is the German Thesis Award, which encourages young researchers to have confidence in their work and pursue their career ambitions. I think both of these are marvelous. Musician Derya Yildirim. She's bringing her art to a wider public on a world-class stage. This music has so much to tell us. I want the whole world to hear it. Growing up in Hamburg, she knows all the nuances and tensions at the interface between Turkish and German culture. Together with the ensemble Resonanz, she's been working for an exchange of musical cultures. In the Resonanz Labor, a new form of music is emerging with sounds from all over the world. I'm so happy the Foundation has provided this space as an alternative venue for Turkish folk music. That's exactly what is important to us. We want to encourage people, to make them into initiators. We want to work with them, to develop society, to change it, and not just in a social and political context, but also in education, science, or culture. Writer Faisal Hamdul. Can one be an Arabian Muslim and still be open-minded, educated and tolerant? Can you come from a country where the temperature reaches 45 degrees in summer and still be truly industrious and performance-driven? His book, Far From Aleppo, has been published by the edition Körber. In it, he describes his experiences as a refugee in Germany. And at the Körber Forum, he is also an advocate of talking to one another. They're supporting this regime and also supporting this war, or the continuation of this war. Everywhere in the world, people's freedom is threatened and the role of politics crucially important. Elena Langer-Bratanova belongs to the Munich Young Leaders, an international younger generation network sponsored by the Körber-Stiftung as an initiative for improving global understanding in cooperation with the Munich Security Conference. Every year at the Security Conference, 25 Munich young leaders from all over the world of different nationalities and backgrounds come together to work on a range of topics. At one table I was sitting together with other women from China, Israel, Palestine and South Africa, and we talked about all areas of global politics, women's rights, topics which affected us and where we wanted to bring about change. A very enriching experience. Politically, the foundation doesn't just involve young people. For decades now, the Bergedorf Round Table has served as a highly confidential forum for our top politicians and experts. The goal of the Bergedorf Round Table is to clarify those issues which in our society are either ignored, wrongly understood, or falsely presented. The Bergedorf Round Table is more important than ever. We're living in a totally overloaded media world, but there we have a place where people come together without cameras or microphones, simply to interact, to talk to each other, to understand one another, and in the best case to develop trust in each other, because trust is the most important currency of international politics. The aim of the foundation can be attained in many ways. The founder himself can only provide, as he says, an impulse. By providing a new impulse, I'm trying to initiate something. So if you want to call me an initiator, I'd have to say, yes, I am.